Whew. Hey, good afternoon, LinkedIn. Dave Wilson, Results, Staffing, and Social Media. Hey, listen, got a great 10-minute show here on utilizing social media for sales. So if you're in sales, this is a pretty good video to watch. Be right back. I'm almost there. I get to watch. I kind of figure out when it actually goes to the live part. But hey, good afternoon, everyone. Listen, first of all, I want to tell everybody exactly what we do. And for some reason, my support line here, there we go, is we handle a lot of direct hires, professional services, logistics centers, customer service, and even consulting for social media. If you want to have one of us come out to your site, work with your recruiters for a couple hours, we're all into that. It's a great learning experience. But what I wanted to talk today about is utilizing the social media for sales, and it works. And I'm going to take you through a quick couple things here. Is listen, sales are changing versus a year ago with COVID, right? You can't go to the places, so you need to reinvent yourself. Besides just the email campaign, surprise, just the cold calling will really drive you crazy. It'll make your blood pressure go up doing that all friggin' day, calling them, they hang up on you. I mean, you got to get tired of that. So you got to get past that gatekeeper. I don't even like that sound of it. Get past her, him, to get to the HR, which they're not the decision maker anyway. So what you want to do on social media, you got to change. You got to start thinking of videos, just like I'm doing here. Hey, there he is. Bill from Pittsburgh, doing good, Bill. We're almost there on one of the sites. I'll talk to you about it. It's 3/4 of the way there for a big company. So we're excited, but you don't want to do that Tiger Woods until you sign that dotted line, then you're happy. So we're taking our time. We're making sure that we're really looking into that company. But you're going to have to get used to videos. Listen, I don't like looking at a video as much as anybody else does. It's not easy. It's out of your comfort zone, but you don't have to do it live. Like, listen, when I do a recorded video for like 40 seconds, 45 seconds, then you can just edit it. You can keep going back and forth, edit it for sales, edit it for a small business. It's crazy to drive around and try to get sales when you can do it right from your office, even at your home with your laptop. And the tools to do that is, the first thing you're going to do is make a great video, just like this, 35, 45 seconds. Hey, my name is Dave Wilson, Results Staffing. I'm the president here. We really enjoy telling about your services. We offer this kind of service. Listen, you're struggling with staff. Keep it a little bit shorter for the first one. And, just introduce yourself. Keep doing it back and forth. Edit, copy, redo it. Sometimes you'll do the video for 15 times before you get it right. Then when you go on social media, listen, if you do it right and you set it up through ThruPlays for your video, and you really want to get specific on who you're going after, what type of company, the interests, the demographics, and then you want to make that ad, and now you're going to go into Ads Manager, which I put up there, facebookblueprint.com. You can learn it all. For a small business, let me tell you, it's free, and that's how you learn. It's free, facebookblueprint.com. So when I go ahead and target for sales, I'll go after a certain type of on sales, those demographics, and I watch it on my phone to see how it's going. I send it out, put like $50 to $100. You can put $25, doesn't matter. let it go. For sales, even let that thing go for about 7 days. Let it learn the curves, and then you're going to get your insights back. It won't spend over the amount that you want. So if you put $100 down, that's the max it's going to spend, and you can put it out for a whole week. Whatever it takes, it's going to hit those specific targets, and that's where you want to go for small business, even in large business. Sorry. So what's nice about that is on that video, you can even post it where you want that URL from your website. So if you're doing it for sales, there's a thing on Facebook actually for Facebook for funnels. But link clicks, you want to send them to your website. You want to send to them certain, maybe the services on your website URL. That way it'll go to the landing page just like that. It'll go right on there. That's the biggest secret there, because you want to try different ways. You don't want to just do it once or twice, the website. Try a different URL on it, and you might get success on it, because it's going to tell you this, and I'm going to walk you through it. So once you get all that done, send it out. Wow. It's okay if you didn't get any jobs from it. You don't your first time, but you never know. So you save that audience. Just save it. Audience number 1 for sales, right? Now you're going to do video part 2. Now I'm going to get on here and say, hey, everybody, it's Dave Wilson. I know you've watched my videos before. We also have this new service, right? Introduce the second one, what your message is. Get that different message. Maybe you're having a sale. Maybe you're at a store and you're having, like I said, another sale. Maybe you're trying to buy something. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're trying to do, that's what the second message you want to get. So now think about it. So now you're going to go back and make another ad. All right, you're going to put $25 down, $50. You might not even spend that. You're going to save that audience you're going to put that in there. Audience number 1 is going to go, you can create it and put it right in to your next ad. So all those people, get this, all those people right now on social media that are watching me right now, right? I see them on social media. I look over my phone and I know what's going on there. Their names. So when I put out another ad and they're watching this, they'll get round 2. But you have to go into, there's so much involved where you're collecting that audience. Like I'm going to go, whoever has viewing my videos, there's a site for that. So if you're on social media now, that's how it all works. That's how they get your information, because you've watched it. And I'm going to show you some pretty cool things here. So you've gone now second one, right? You really going out and put another 25. Now that second one is going. This is the big one here. It's all done. You've done all that, right? Now your third. This is it. Your third video. Put out another message. Hey, it's me again. Just blah, 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 blah. Whatever about your business. Now, I'm not going to get in too much detail, but when you take the courses, they're free, facebookblueprint.com, and you'll see a scale of 1 to 10%. So I'm going to boost it up to, I'm going to move that level up to about a 3%, 3 or 4%. Be careful. Don't go up too high. I learned my lesson. Too much money. But when you get to like that 3%, put it this way, like it's your dollar store, then like your 5 and below, then it starts to go up to, your Targets, your Walmarts, and then Macy's. It's kind of like that in the profession. So it's going up and up and up and up. So now you set that, you should get a lot of hits from it. Well, I'm not going to say a lot, but I'm going to explain to you what I got. So think of it that way. They've landed on that pages that you wanted for sales. That's the secret of utilizing social media with it. And it can really save you money, because now I'm going to read my insights off. So your insights, when you're all done with that, you have to monitor. I do every 3 hours on my phone. Every 3 hours, the ads I'm running, I check it. I'm like, I'm not getting any traction. And the cost is high. So what you need to do is you need to really check your interest. You don't want to go after people that don't want to utilize your service. So your cost per click will go down. I've had as much as $1.39, dropped it all the way down to 0.23%, and that's cheap. But that's one of the secrets. So you want to see, it's important to look at your insights, the locations where it's going, make sure you're going in the right state too. Gender, male and female. It gives you the split right there. How many men were watching this? How many females were watching this? It breaks it down. Then it breaks it down to their age. So with COVID, what the whole funny thing about it is, which I've learned is, with COVID, you should see the age bracket from 45 all the way up to 64 that are watching or looking for on social media. That means they clicked on those ads. That's never happened before. pre-COVID. You didn't have that higher range. So this is just giving you insights of who's seeing your ads. If you're going after a certain specific type of person, there's ways around it to where you put with the interest. Listen, there's a difference. I always say, like Starbucks, you like people, Barnes and Nobles, people like to read. So maybe you find out what they like to read. It's all crazy. But look at the gender. You look at the locations, gender. There's one more on here. I know there's one more on here. There it is. How many people look on their desktop and cell phone? Majority of it's a cell phone. But since pre-COVID, I would have never guessed this from before. That, and it makes sense that the desktop is just as popular. Think about it. If a lot of people are working from home, you're on your laptop. You might not be looking on your cell phone. That is really, I never would have switched it back. So now that you've done all that, I'm going to talk about the results of it. So remember, all it takes is one person for a sale. That's it. So if you're in sales or your business and you want to get it out there, you have to start doing videos. With the new, I'll show you this thing here, but with Apple and what's going on with social media, if you have an iPhone, we're going to pay more because of the app. There's a big thing going on, ISO 14. It's going to cost. So you're going to have to really get utilizing the videos. It's going to save you. So now what I want to do is I'm going to tell you what I've spent in the last months. All right. And I'm going to tell you exactly. You got to love technology. That froze on me. So this is the account overview when I go on my phone. It's the phone app, right? So I've spent, let's see, I have spent $1,367.92 in the last 6 months or so. So you say, wow, what does that get you? What does that get you for all that money? Now, 1,367 in the staffing world isn't that much, because you're just trying to get in sales, or depends on what you're going for. That's not a lot of money, because that's trying to advertise in Indeed and Career Builder and all that other stuff. So out of that, I had people reach the impressions. I'm sorry. The impressions were, there was 201,885 impressions for $1,367. All right. The impressions, that means your ad was on the screen. So that's scrolling down. People reached, 119,104. This is the last 6 months, all right? So reach is at least 2 people, or at least seen your ads at least once. So that makes sense when you think about it, the reach. They've seen it once, they've seen it again. So that means that. This is the most important thing for in sales, for videos or whatever. 3-second plays. That means 21,079 people watched my videos for 3 seconds average. 3 seconds. So how's that important? That tells me I better get my message out in 3 seconds. But if you don't send it through plays, you get like 3 to 10 seconds, get your message out quick. So 21,000 people saw me, at least, because they clicked on it. But that's the average. It does go up higher. All right. Post shares. Now remember, this is all for $1,367. This is what he gives you right here. It's the facts. 134 post shares. That means somebody shared that. 100 people have shared that 134 times. All right. This is the really is good, is your landing page views. Remember what your website. Remember I told you, put your URL in this ad. Now remember, the ad that you're running, nobody's going to see it on your social media page for business. They're not going to see this. This is the ad that you're running behind the scenes. You don't want to pay for people that are liking it. So, but think about that. For $1,367, and I'm reading all this is what I got for it. So landing page views, 511. That's pretty good. That means 511 people clicked on that. All it takes is one good sale. Just saying. Then 52 people saved my post or videos. 52 people saved it. You say, wow, it's only 52 people. Now look at all this other stuff's going to add up for all the 1,367 I spent for the last 6 months. Post comments, 42 people commented on it. Okay. That means they typed literally something in there on the keyboard, just like that. 42 people. This is another one that I love so much on the website. 1,735 people. Think about that. Remember, all this is all the account overview. You can get this once you want to see where your money's going. So again, I've spent 1,367, and I'm reading off what I've gotten for that so far. Photo views, 42. That's like if they see your photo, and if it's not engaging, that's not as important. But all it takes is one. Everybody says, oh, it takes one person for sales. Post reactions. So in the last 6 months, 1,287. That means love, like, share. That's not a lot. I'd like to see that up higher, because that's telling me for all that money I've spent for 6 months that it needs to kick it up a little bit. I need to make something stand out. I need to be more engaging with my videos to get people's attention, whether I'm screaming, yelling, whether I'm being happy. Images say a lot, so do videos. So be yourself, be authentic, because I need to get that up. So then I did a thing called funnel. And you funnel your leads in, right? So 3 leads and forms, lead forms. They're called lead forms. I've asked the questions. That means 3 companies clicked on that link, clicked on and filled out. I know who they are. So I got it. So just think of it that way. $1,367 I spent in the last 6 months for all this. That is priceless, because all it takes, I said again, is just one for sales. 1,000. If you got to pick up a sales account for a staffing agency or your business, maybe your restaurant, anything that's struggling right now, this is what you want, because all it took was just one person. Now that was 3. So the post engagement that everybody got involved with it was 24,371. So when I look at all this, I know when you look at the price, $1,367 that I spent, this is what I've gotten from it all. And that's from knowing, it's got the sun shining in, but that's the best part about this, is because you're in control of this. Listen, 6 months for all this is not bad. And you got 3 people that have businesses that reached out to me. Your landing pages on your website, you can pick your website up and excel it, by using the URLs and promoting your SEOs and everything in there. Put it all together. But that's what I wanted to show you. And like I said, I monitor my phone app every 3 hours if I'm boosting an ad, if I'm running, because I want to see. I'm like, oh, that's not happening. Nobody's getting it. Nobody's biting it. So maybe I got something wrong. So I'll change the interest. I'll change the state if I'm breaking on the border, if I want New Jersey or PA. You only have to put one town. Don't put 3 or 4. Put the one, like say if I put Easton, PA, draw it up to 30-mile radius. Don't put Easton, Bethlehem, Allentown, because the rings, the circles on that map all go overlap. And you don't want that. You don't want it to overlap. It took me a while to learn that. You just want one circle so it doesn't get all mixed up. So just on that note, I hope you learned a little bit there. And sales, I'm telling you, if you don't like videos, have somebody do it for you. Reach out to a family member, say, hey, can you do a video for me? Or somebody within the company. Listen, there is people in staffing and even in some of the corporate worlds that really like videos. Tap into that. Go ahead and say, hey, would you like to do a video for us? Give them a gift card. Give them $100, $200 gift card. It works. And say, hey, do this video for me for sales. And there you got it. So on that note, everybody, have a great day, and got to get back to work. So we will talk to everybody soon.